The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
Hi, I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker of Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Welcome to the Real Estate Roundtable on 94.3 FM The Talker. I'm here with my co-host and husband, Pat Devaney, who just happens to also be a realtor. Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great.
We have with us Curtis Pick, Director of Sales at Orr Industries. Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie.
Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're here every weekend, Saturday at 11 a.m., Sunday at 11:30 a.m., where we talk real estate. We have a full-time real estate office with many exceptional realtors who've been listing, selling, and appraising real estate for over 50 years.
During the week, feel free to email us with any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com, or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab, get a live view of Dunmore Corner, see what's going on, check out the weather. And we don't have to worry about snow this time of the year, thank God. But it's very interesting.
There's a lot of activity.
We get thousands of hits a month on that camera. It's unbelievable.
People like to view the corners,
That's
the
right.
Dunmore corners. That's where it's happening.
Yeah, that downtown Dunmore.
There you go. And we are the proud recipient. Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate is the proud recipient of the Pinnacle Quality Service Award from Century 21. And that means that we had 2 years of a 95% rating on our surveys, and our clients are very pleased with the services we provide. View our listings, search the MLS listings, listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly JRUDDY.com. That's jruddy.com. And check us out on social media. Okay, Curtis Pick, Director of Sales at Orr Industries. What is Orr Industries? Who are you? Where are you located? And what do you do, please?
Well, we've been located in Dixon City since we were established in 2015.
I drive past it all the time when I go to the car wash. I see the trucks over on the side there.
Yes, the car wash is very busy area. Our services, we do a lot of spray foam, open cell, closed cell foam. We do blown-in fiberglass. We do fiberglass bat insulation as well, and cellulose dense packing as well, and also cellulose ceiling insulation. And we also do waterproofing. We spray apply a membrane to foundation waterproofing, and we just got into our new product, seamless gutters, recently at the end of May.
So you install gutters?
Yes.
All right.
Residential, commercial.
Rain gutters. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you provide all of these services, the insulation, the rain gutters, and the waterproofing to both residential and commercial properties?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Applied to both.
All right. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to talk to you first and foremost. I mean, we're going to talk about everything.
Okay.
But let's start with the insulation.
Spray foam insulation?
Sure.
Any insulation.
Yeah, I love spray foam
Let's
insulation.
talk about pros and cons of each.
Okay.
What do you recommend?
I recommend the closed cell foam.
Okay.
Let's specifically talk about spray foam.
Okay.
Closed cell foam is a 2-pound density foam. So when the agents there's two agents to the spray foam. When they mix together, it creates your spray foam. So when it's sprayed, and closed cell, a 2-pound density closed cell, it will actually harden quicker and makes your structure of the building a lot stronger as well. So closed cell would be the one I would choose.
It's the best one in terms of quality and insulation
as
out
quality,
there?
Yes.
How long does it last?
It lasts quite a few years. I mean, you're talking probably a life, almost a life.
So does it outperform and outlive other types of insulation?
Well, fiberglass can stay. It doesn't disintegrate over time. It depends on how it was actually installed as well.
There's a right way and a wrong way?
There's a right way and a wrong way for blown-in insulation, yes.
Okay. The spray foam insulation is the best. We did it in our house when we were building our house, and the walls were all open. So we did the spray foam insulation. The house was 100 years old, and the boards, and we sprayed the foam on, and we only did about 2 inches because we had a big bay, and then we did the rest with the fiberglass. But what it did, like what he said, it held all the boards together. It increased the structural stability of it, and also it cut the wind penetration. There's no wind penetration that comes in with it. It stops it. Also, the sound, which was wonderful because we had the barbarians in the neighborhood, and I didn't want to hear them.
Well, we didn't live in our basement or
no,
our
but
third
it's
floor.
throughout. It's throughout the whole house. Our spray foam insulation is throughout the whole house.
I still heard them.
I know you still heard them.
It helps with the sound attenuation.
Yes,
like
and
he's referring to.
it keeps the bugs out. The bugs can't get in. So there's so many
Benefits,
many
Yeah,
advantages.
close cell when it cures, it's hard and rigid. So it will seal out. It'll seal out any air infiltration that comes in. At 2 inches, you achieve an air and vapor barrier, which is code requirements, especially with insulation.
So do you do it on properties that already are constructed and exist and retrofit, or do you just do them on new construction?
We do them on both. We do retrofit, and we also do it in new construction.
Because we were wide open.
Right down to the study.
So we
Right.
felt that was the best.
You did the right.
Right. Now, let's talk about something that's maybe not so obvious to the listener, but isn't spray foam a little bit more expensive than the others?
Yes, it is. Yes.
All right. So when you are talking, is there anything that can destroy, or is it like something that what can destruct?
The sun.
Yeah, UV.
The UV is bad.
Yes.
So, but the UV doesn't affect it because
it's inside.
It's hidden. Yeah.
It's hidden. Yeah, it's covered. It's hitting.
And that's because moisture, if fiberglass or the others have any type of moisture penetration, mold growth could occur.
Well, fiberglass acts like a sponge.
Right.
So when it gets wet, it'll just absorb it, but it won't let it dry out unless there's air movement with fiberglass. Now, spray foam, closed cell, like I said, it will seal that outside wall, and there's no air or moisture coming through with closed cell. Now, open cell is a different product. It's a half-pound density. It's a spongier foam, less expensive than the closed cell foam. So a lot of people tend to have a tendency to turn to open cell, which is still a great product. We sell a lot of open cell. But you only achieve an air barrier at 4 inches, so you don't achieve a vapor barrier with open cell. So if you're spraying a complete house, like the roof rafters, the walls, it is required that you should have a vapor retardant paint, or if there's HVAC up there, your furnace is up in the attic space, could create a fire. So they want something that's fire rated paint as well. And we provide all that.
A lot of people have units in their attic if they've put in, like, say, air conditioning.
Correct.
Or a second heating system.
Correct.
So that could...
We see that a lot more with new construction. We do see two units, one in the basement, one also up in the attic for the zoning, I guess, for the zoning of the building.
So you spray the underside of the roof?
Yes, all the way up to the sheathing, yep.
Because I was told... I heard different voices and different people say different things. You shouldn't do that.
You could go out. I mean, the consumer can go out on the websites, and believe me, we have customers that do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and they should. I recommend you go out, and there's pros and cons to it, but the way spray foam works, if you're using closed cell to the roof line, so you're spraying right to the underlying of that sheathing, right? So as the seasons progress and summer goes into fall, so summer in the heat should any moisture that's trapped in that wood should dissipate and go out through your shingles, go back out through the roof. Okay, open cell, it works almost the same way, but open cell doesn't have a vapor barrier, so any roof leaks you have will eventually find its way back into the house.
No, I would like that. We used the closed cell. We didn't.
Yeah, closed cell's the way to go. I mean, but like I said, we sell a lot of open cell as well.
So when you spray the attic and the roof up there, do you still have to provide ventilation in the attic?
No, we don't want any air movement.
No, you don't want any. Okay.
Nope. Because closed cell, the way that works, like I said, Now, in the roof line, like in the walls, all right, let's go back to the exterior walls. Code is R20 in this area. We're Zone 5. Zone 6, northern tier of PA up in New York, they want to see R25 in the walls. And they don't make R25 bats. So the only way you can achieve that is by using closed cell foam, like 2 inches. It's called a flashing bat. So we'll do 2-inch closed cell, and then we'll put it like an R13 unfaced. Because, like I said,
that's
at 2 inches.
That's what we did in our house.
Right. Because you don't want to use with a faced insulation over top of closed cell, because now you're going to create a moisture problem because you got 2 vapor barriers. So that's one thing you got to watch. And that's something we expertise ourselves on with educating the consumers on that part of it. And also getting back to the roof, we do recommend like 3-4 inches of closed cell up in the roof line to seal that very well.
So what's the R value per inch of depth?
It's 7.4 per inch.
So if you do 4 inches, you get 28, 30.
Yeah, 29,
right
30. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Code is R38 in slopes. Flats are R49 in this area. But like I said, spray foam closed cell is a whole different animal than just standard fiberglass.
So the most economical solution is a combination of both.
Yes. It'll keep the price down for the consumer.
Price down and most effective, hands down.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
And that's where you come in, because
Yep.
you happen to.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, you know a little bit.
I'm just enough to be dangerous.
But I mean, how many houses do we see that don't have any insulation?
You can tell. You go there in the wintertime, you walk past an outlet, and it's like, whoosh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's like the wind is blowing through you.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Air conditioner.
Yeah, it's like a little air conditioner.
Now, the air exchange code now is 3 or under. So you have to have an airtight house to meet code now, which your air exchange, 3 and under. So there's got to be very little minimal air intake from the outside. Like those older homes will never pass the way they were constructed, back in
How
the
about
day.
a double boarded house? What's the answer for that?
A double boarded? You mean like
there's a lot of they were built, they're double boarded, so there isn't any way that you can get.
No, there's no way to do that. No, because it's actually a solid wall. It's hard to. Yeah, in fact, I just came across something like that not too long ago.
Even for electrical, they have to put those. Did you ever
Surface
see?
conduit, yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
and they have to run the wires alongside the wall, and then the outlet juts out instead of being inside the wall. So
Correct. There's no cavity per se inside that wall.
Exactly. There's
Right.
no cavity.
To fill or
And there's a
to
ton
expand.
of double boarded houses
Yes.
throughout our area.
There are, yes. Yep.
And that's where you go down to the basement and you see rags
And you hear the...
stuffed inside.
Oh, definitely, yeah. They use whatever they can to
What
stop
is that
drag.
sound? Oh, wait, that's the gas meter spinning.
Yeah, so, right? So what do
Yes.
you do?
Yep.
Okay. Are there currently any rebates available? Do you know of?
I believe there is one. It's a credit on like when you do like main ceiling areas. If you only have like an R19, 6 inches of insulation in there, you up it to like 49 to get it up to code. I think there is a rebate to that. Like either through your utility company.
Okay, so if we're talking about a home that is 80 years old, modest home, budget, they cannot do the spray foam insulation. What R value would you recommend for a home like that?
An older house like that, well, most of them don't have insulation or very little insulation. You do have heat loss through the walls, but most of them are constructed with like plaster and things where you can stop some of that air filtration, like you said, Pat, earlier. You're going to have a lot of air movement through the outlets in the walls, so that's hard to figure out and how to correct that when you have a finished product. But now these older homes, I recommend going up into the attic and seeing, because heat rises. All your heat loss is through to your roof, most of it. So I would up the insulation in the attic. If there's a flat ceiling, we can come and do a blown in insulation. We'll come out and do free estimates, and come take a look and see what needs to be done. If you need air ventilation baffles up there, if you're using fiberglass blown in or cellulose blown in, that's something we expertise our sales staff will know and pick out and recommend.
Okay.
We did blown-in insulation with my ex-brother-in-law about 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been a movie because it was an actual comedy show. I thought this poor guy was going to end up in the blower and come out the tube. The guy, I would rather have gone to the dentist than go through that day. That was a tough day.
And there's times you go up there. I'm getting to a story here. Like a year or two ago, I forget where it was, actually. It might have been Swearsville, somewhere local. I was up in this old house, and there's two gable vents. The way that wind was blowing that day, it was just circulating in there. It felt like a tornado. It was wild. Yeah. And they had vented soffits. Some of these older houses don't have vented soffits, so but this instance was a lot of wind movement where they only had like 3 inches of blown in insulation, but there was a bunch of bare spots because of the wind up there was just moving it around, and you have voids. So when you have bare spots, now you have voids where you have heat loss. And that's where these older homes, you drive down the road in the middle of the winter and you see these big icicles forming. That's what's happening. You have a lot of heat loss. There's just not enough insulation in the roof, in the main ceiling area to stop that heat loss getting out through the house.
So it's pretty much ineffective.
Yes.
Right.
Not having proper insulation, yes.
Yeah, somebody was telling me in the wintertime you look and you see which house has snow, the roof has snow on it. That's probably well insulated. The ones without are just...
You have a lot of heat loss.
Yep.
Correct, Pat. Yep.
Yeah. You would think it would be a good thing without snow on the roof, right?
Not when I got an 8-foot icicle pulling my gutter down.
But if you have an oil furnace or something, I mean, these people, they're not cheap. I mean, the way the economy is today, energy cost is going up. So everything's going up.
Right,
correct.
Inflation.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Curtis Pick, Director of Sales at Orr Industries. Where do you service? What areas do you service?
So we service like a 100-mile radius, we say.
So you're located in Dixon City, so 100-mile radius.
Correct. So we go to New York, into New York, into New Jersey. We go to even to Long Island. We've been to Long Island. We go down to like Shippensburg. We did a big project down in Shippensburg. So that's like a little over 2-hour drive. So we say 100 miles. We can go up to 150. We go out to State College. We have projects out there.
So far and wide. Good for you.
Yep.
How does someone get in touch with Orr Industries, please?
Oh, they could call the office. We have a great office staff that's there that's ready to take your calls. The phone number is 570-382-3046, and our staff will be ready to take care of your call.
All right, and you give free estimates.
Yes, we do.
All right, fabulous. Monday through Friday?
Yes.
All right.
Even Saturdays if we have to.
Okay, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick,
I must be in trouble. Did I do something wrong? We have over 26 acres of newly subdivided land at 210 Crowles Lane in Honesdale for $360,000. This land is beautiful. I was up there. It's 1/3 cleared and 2/3 wooded, and it's got a slight incline. It goes in the back to a stream in the back of the property. It's very private and peaceful. The property has been perk tested and it's ready to build. Also, in the back of the property, almost on the property line, is an old railway right-of-way. It's really cool in the back there, so you can walk for miles. It's kind of like a rails to trails thing up there. That's 26 acres of beautiful land with the stream at 210 Crowles Lane in Honesdale for $360,000, and that's listed by Stacy Granza of our office.
Thank you, Pat. Dear listeners, we are still looking for homes for our buyers. And Jessica Ruddy is looking in the Abington School District. Any style home, 2 or more bedrooms. They're pre-approved up to $250,000. And Kristen Bond is open to any area, any style of home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. They would like central air and a dry basement, and they're pre-approved up to $500,000. So if you have a home that you're thinking of selling, we just may have that buyer for you. And our proud sponsor this week is John Ruddy Appraisal Services. We have been appraising homes for 50 years. Our appraisal service is for those looking to uncover the appraised value of their property. Divorce, estate, inheritance, mortgage, refinance it, you name it, we do it. Look no further than John Ruddy Appraisal Services, your trusted appraisal company. We utilize the latest technology and market insights to deliver accurate and timely property valuations. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious, John Ruddy Appraisal Services is your key to informed decisions. Contact us today at 570-344-6724 for a professional appraisal experience. John Ruddy Appraisal Services, where your property's worth is our top priority.
Wait a minute. I got a Zestimate for my property.
A Zestimate?
Yeah.
Whatever
it is. I know exactly what it's worth.
Yeah, there's nothing like someone coming in, eyes on the interior, exterior, neighborhood, etc. There's so many things that factor into an appraisal, right?
Yep.
All right. So the Zestimate is fine if you're not thinking about selling, if you're just curious, but when it's time to sell, contact a professional.
Absolutely.
Stick around for more Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. We will resume right after a short intermission. Are you ready to make your next move in the world of real estate? Look no further than Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. If you're a homeowner looking to sell, Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate will ensure you get the best possible price in today's competitive market. And if you're in the market to buy your dream home, Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate will help you find the perfect place to call your own.
Congratulations.
We've adopted the popular saying, an educated consumer is our best customer. That's why since 2010, we've hosted the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate Saturdays at 11 a.m., Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on 94.3 The Talker. Visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com or call 570-344-6724. Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, where dreams find their address. Back in the studio with Curtis Pick, Director of Sales at Orr Industries. Thanks for being here with us. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker. Pat Devaney, fellow realtor.
And we're back.
With the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate. Okay, Curtis, first half of the show, we bounced around with all the different types of insulation that your company can install.
Yes.
All right. Mm-hmm. And what you think is the best. Mm-hmm. And our factors.
Yes.
And all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Right? Now, Pat, you wanted to talk about
Andrew Planey went and got Orr Industries when he was doing his building over, and he was very happy with what they did. But also, what about, we didn't talk about, we have a 100-year-old house, and we have it's really a cellar. It's not even a basement. What, like the fieldstone foundations? What about stuff like that? Can we do anything with that?
Yeah, we could actually spray foam over top of that. We just, any loose mortar with that type of foundation, there's sometimes loose mortar that we have to scrape down and just make sure it's a firm substrate when you apply a spray foam. But closed cell foam is recommended for an application like that.
That's what we did in ours. We actually broomed it. We went around with the broom and we swept all the walls and
it loosens up any
with
loose
the hard
mortar.
Bristles,
right?
And we did it, and it was a dingy cellar before, but
dingy.
It was and it was like kind of moldy and yucky.
Yeah.
But we did it, and it keeps the moisture out.
Correct.
Keeps
brightened
it. Oh my God, brightened it up. It was
you painted the floor, and with the yellow walls, it's like a yellow beige kind of color. Mm-hmm. It just brightened it. You go down to. I don't personally care for cellars.
Yeah.
It's not a place I like to go, but I don't mind going down to ours because of that.
They're usually not finished.
No, it's not finished. It can't be finished.
Right.
We have like a river runs through it. It's kind of out.
So it's musty smell, like you have that musty smell.
Actually, we don't really
because we have a can fan.
Okay.
That we connected to a 4-inch pipe that we use for ventilation. So there's an old sewer vent that brings in fresh air. It's disconnected. That from one side of the building, and on the other side of the building, we have the can fan, and it kind of just
draws it, right?
Draws the air out. It keeps the radon down, keeps the moisture out. But with the foam, the spray foam, we also did some with the windows. We frosted the windows. That's what we did.
Yeah.
We frosted the windows because, like you were saying, the enemy of the spray foam is the sun.
Is the sun.
The UV destroys it and breaks it down, and it kind of turns into like crumbs.
Yep.
We wanted to avoid that at all costs. And also, you can paint this too, right?
Yes,
your
you can.
Product?
Yes. In some instances, in basements like that, if it's an unfinished basement, we'll talk new construction. Unfinished basement, we'll come and spray foam the walls and the rim joist. But with code officials, they want everything fire rated if it's being left exposed. So we'll have to come and paint it with a fire rate paint. Or, you guys can paint, with whatever paint you want.
Well, this stuff doesn't burn anyway, right?
It can over time. But the flame has to be up against it like for a long period of time. And I mean, it's a chemical, so it will catch fire over time.
I never thought of painting it. I don't think I would want to paint it. What color is your spray foam insulation after it's applied? Ours is yellow.
It's like a bluish color. Mm-hmm. It's Huntsman. So all manufacturers use their own. They have a color pigment they put in the spray foam that deciphers the manufacturer.
Well, what I think they should do, Curtis, is offer color selection.
I agree.
But then it's in the wall. You're never going to see it.
Yeah, but down in the basement, like an unfinished.
But then he's got to paint. Well, he was talking new construction. They have to put.
Oh, right.
But we're like a retrofit, though, so that code doesn't really apply to us.
And right. And a lot of customers do paint.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
So they can do whatever they want.
But we can paint it as well. I mean, we offer white paint, gray paint, whatever, to make it look a little brighter down there.
Love it.
Black.
Yeah. No black. No black. No.
Customers like black. They want the man cave.
Oh, dear God, no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want black. Okay, Curtis Pick, Director of Sales at Orr Industries. How does someone get in touch with Orr Industries?
They can reach the office, 570-382-3046, and our staff is there to take your call.
Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturdays, right?
Yes.
And you do free estimates. And once again, would you state your services and products, please?
Absolutely. So we do spray foam, closed cell and open cell. We also do fiberglass insulation, blown-in insulation, fiberglass, and cellulose blown-in. And we also do dense packing.
You waterproof basements?
And waterproof basements, correct.
And you do rain gutter installation?
And our new product is seamless gutters, yes.
And you do all of these on either commercial or residential?
We do them both.
All right.
Correct.
Curtis, we want you back next week to talk more about your products and services, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. We have a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bath Green Ridge home at 1013 Sunset Street in Scranton for $249,000. Scranton, that's what I said.
Uh-huh. You're not from around here,
No, I'm not.
are you?
Can you tell? How can you tell? Mm-hmm. This home has it's really beautiful. It's got this beautiful natural woodwork. It's got wonderful hardwood floors. It's got 2 staircases and a fireplace. The second floor also has hardwood floors and great room sizes. The front of the home, Jackie, you'll love this. It's got a covered front private porch. So you could be sitting up there and nobody would even know that you're around.
Yes, I like that.
It also has a concrete driveway to a garage in the back of the property. That's a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bath home in the Green Ridge section of Scranton at 1013 Sunset Street for $249,000. And that's listed by Jessica Ruddy of our office.
Thank you, Pat. I have the Scranton Multilist, Greater Scranton Board of Realtors statistics for single-unit residential properties. The absorption rate, and that's the amount of months of inventory we have available for sale for single units, is up. There's a year-to-date 7.5% increase in inventory. Median sales price is up 1% from last year. Last year, we were at a $190,000 sales price. We're now at a $201,000 sales price. Sold listings are up 3%. Pending listings are down 4%. Active listings and new listings are down. The active listings on the market down 3.6%, and new listings that hit the market are down 0.4%.
So what does it all mean?
It means we're still struggling with inventory. And prices have gone a little bit up year to date, right?
Yeah, mortgage rates are killing us.
Thank you for tuning in to today's Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate. Remember to catch us again next weekend, same time, same station, 94.3 FM The Talker.